So, I've sort of narrowed us down to either watching a couple of most haunted episodes, another Sam and Colby video, maybe something by overnight. Currently I'm thinking most haunted. But I am, open to interpretation. I'm just refreshing my suggestions to see if anything interesting comes up. I am also quite keen on anything with Derek in it, but I'm thinking I'm going to go for Accrington Police Station and Courts, which is a 2-ish hour. Yes, I am aware of that, Brad, because I am still deciding. You may now see the vision. Let me just... how unprofessional of me, I'm not even set up. Fucking hell. There we go, setup complete. I thought everything felt wrong. Let's have a look, see if Accrington Police Station and whatever the fuck I just said. Accrington Police Station and Courts is number 82 on the 100 most haunted locations in the UK in 2021. Now, accompanyingly, Townley Hall is number 71, and HMP Gloucester is number 23, but HMP Gloucester's like 3-4 hours worth of footage, and I don't fancy that tonight. I might start early one night this week and watch the 4-hour stream. So I'm thinking I might squeeze in the just over 2 hours, which will take me to about 1 o'clock. Which I can do, that's doable. Alternatively, there is also Most Haunted Extra that I could watch, which are down here. Well, they've again got a number of different locations, some of which they've been to before. These are like smaller, they go back, they have a look around type things. So yeah, I could watch one of these instead. But I feel like really I have to come back and watch the Accrington video after I've done the other thing. They've also not posted for a while. Oh no, they've done a few. A lot of Yvette's podcast. Let's watch this one. Let's also get a look at Accrington Police Station and Courts. There we go. Okay, let's begin. How are you on this uneventful evening, Brad? How deafening is this going to be? I've got to press play. That feels like a good volume, to be fair. Glenn, Yvette screams, this is good. We've got a listed building, also known as the Urban Lockup, situated on the edge of Accrington Town Centre, used as a magistrates' court and police station. Since they moved out in 2016, the building has been abandoned and has become a popular haunt for paranormal investigators. The activity and experience in the building is said to range from unexplained knocks and bangs through to loud footsteps and disembodied voices, as well as slamming doors. So let's watch this. Lovely.
Hello, this week I've brought my team to Lancashire and to Virgin Territory, to a location that has never been investigated before. Apparently, this
Interesting
location
coat.
is filled with some good ghosts
Puffer
and
trench.
some bad ghosts. Welcome to Most Haunted and to the Accrington Police Station and courtrooms.
Here we are, Accrington Police Station and courtroom. Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Designed in 1933 by Percy Thomas, the old Accrington Police Station and Courts opened its doors on the 9th
Just
of May
sort of
1935
chills, you know.
and stood as a bastion to Great British justice until its closure in 2016. This imposing building is said to have been built on the grounds that once belonged to
Why does her audio have no depth to it?
a monastic order of Cistercian monks.
Weird.
3 monks were said to have been murdered by locals who opposed the building of the Black Abbey. There are also tales of a young monk burned to death by the father of his would-be girlfriend. Even though these
Brilliant.
terrifying incidents happened many centuries ago, the cowled figures of the murdered monks have been seen walking the many corridors of this now deserted building. While in use, Accrington Police Station and Courts would have had thousands of people walking through its doors. Judges, police officers, criminals, both guilty and innocent, as well as other workers and members of the public. Accounts of ghostly apparitions, doors slamming, and the deathly groans of the long dead are witnessed with stark regularity. One of the most famous occurrences here happened recently, and it is that of a cell door that locked 4 members of the public in a cell with no apparent reason. The locks had all been disabled, and to date, after emergency services and expert locksmith examination,
Oh, here
no
they are.
explanation as to how this could have happened
Welcome,
has been
scum.
found. When the building officially closed and the last person left, he said he heard footsteps walking in the distance.
We're watching Accrington Police Station and Courts Most Haunted live. I believe there's 3 hours worth of video, or 2 hours, 2.5 hours maybe. So we've got time. How was your uneventful Tuesday evening going, Maya?
Followed by a long, painful cry. Knowing the building was empty, he locked up and left. Because
Brilliant.
there is no power in the location, we set up our crew room across the road in a function room at a local hostelry. So what awaits the team tonight as we venture into the darkness of the very haunted and abandoned Accrington Police Station and Courts? The main entrance would have been a very busy thoroughfare.
See, if really I could have started streaming earlier, then I could have gone to bed at like a sensible time of day. You went for a walk and missed all of the action. How disappointing. Uneventful, really. Uneventful.
Policemen, criminals and victims all would have walked in here, and many people say they can still feel all that energy. Lots of people have also witnessed ghostly apparitions in many of the rooms of this sprawling building. There are 2 courts here, and this is the largest one, and allegedly the most
Cool.
paranormally active.
Nice.
Doors slamming, dark shadowy figures, heavy booted footsteps.
How
have
often
all
does
been
Yvette change her
witnessed
hair?
in
Because
this
every
room,
video I
along
see,
with
she's got a different hair
shouting
colour.
and wailing. So what is this strange paranormal phenomena? Could it be memories replaying themselves, or the hauntings of long lost, frightened souls? Anywhere we've investigated with prison cells, we always seem to get great activity. But why? I believe the emotions of
Fear, sadness and anger permeate the walls. Some spirits are too afraid to move on and prefer to be grounded in their constant turmoil.
As with my pieces to camera, as you have just witnessed, there was something trying to interrupt our filming. No more than when Greg and Stuart were filming the show's GVs. So before we show you
What's
our
a
walk
GV?
around with Glenn, we wanted you to see what happened to them earlier in the day.
So walking around handheld at the moment because when I was inside the courtroom, my tripod's disappeared. So I'm now walking around trying to find it. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a boring start to the day.
What does he mean his tripod's disappeared? Someone's either nicked it or a ghost has stolen his tripod.
No sign yet.
Come on, Glenn, you can find
Hopefully
it.
when I see you next time, I'll have my camera on the tripod. I'm hearing noises down here now, and none of us is down here.
That's grim. Oh.
And then none of us are in this building, this part of the building. Stu's through there. I'll just change the iris. Stu's through that far door at the end. I'm hearing noises down here.
We're watching some Most Haunted tonight. Did he not just say that none of them are in this building and then went on to say that Stuart's at the end of the corridor? Big Stu. Big bold bastard Stu.
Like a rattling.
Yes.
Right, we're not in vigil mode yet, as you can tell, because the camera's on colour rather than being that black and white thing.
Night vision, mate. It's called
The
night
reason
vision.
down here is that my tripod's gone walkabout, which I normally use to shoot the shots for the opening of the show. And while I've been walking around trying to find it, I'm hearing noises down this end of the building, which is where we'll be coming a little bit later.
Oh,
No
I
one
had
else is down
forgotten,
here yet,
Brad.
it's
I
just
had.
Stuart's upstairs in the courtroom.
A highlight of my day, really.
Carl, Yvette, and the rest of the team are over the road in a little pub. There's no electricity in this building. So we'll be using battery-powered lights later to sort of light up bits of the room for the walkabout. So that's why it's dark down here, and we're across the road using that as our unit base. But there's loads of stuff happening already. This is Ace, and please continue doing this. But we'll just wait for it to go dark, and we'll get the night vision stuff out.
What do you mean? Just because it's
In the meantime,
he's not got a tripod, so he obviously has to do this constantly when he's walking.
So,
Found it.
found my tripod. It's in the other court. Now, I neither had it up that high, nor did I have it in this room. So the last time I used it, and when I took it off and ran in to see Stuart, it was there. Now, it's in courtroom number
Please
2.
have moved. Please have moved.
So I've either got an
Aw.
able-bodied assistant ghost who's helping me move stuff about, or someone's playing with us.
Oh. We do be turning.
What the fuck is that? Okay. We've got that. Hello? No. Yeah. Hello? Hello? No, there's fuck all. There's nothing in here.
Who's he?
Stuff being thrown back outside as well, which is brilliant. So you've got stuff going on through there.
I've just done a
Door's gone
pan, I've done
twice now,
another
hasn't it?
pan on the door, and I've just caught it opening and closing.
But that was a slam.
How is that? Not, sorry, is that a different man? I'm very confused. Are there two of them? Because they look identical. How many people are there in this investigation that look the same?
I heard it in the hallway.
Yeah.
But just before that happened, there was something being thrown outside.
Right.
So I'm not sure what it was because the camera wasn't rolling at the time, which is a real shame. But I came running straight down to where it was, and there's loads.
No, see, Stu hasn't whispered enough to be behind the camera. He'd normally be like, "Big Daddy's here," and things like that as it's going on.
Debris and stuff on the floor, so it could have been any of that, but I wasn't sure where it came from.
No.
There's nothing overhead though, where it would have fallen from.
No.
So it's as if. Hello?
Hello?
Maybe it is Stu, you're right.
That door's closed.
What door?
I'm going to start with the way I walk.
How do I get down? How do you get down?
Hello?
You're right, that is Stu, he's useless. I think what happened there was I didn't realise we'd swapped man. I thought we were still on the same static camera of the bloke who lost his tripod.
Carl, Jenny!
They're not here, they're back over in the crew.
Who the fuck is Jenny? She's new.
They're all over there. It's just me and you doing the GBs as usual. No, the door's open, but the gate's locked. So
Well, the gate's not.
You're right.
I mean, the gate's not locked. I can see the old gap there, fella.
Yeah, the gate is locked.
It's not.
The chain's wrapped round it.
Oh, no, it ain't. Or is it? Maybe it is. I don't think it is.
Fucking hell!
Hmm. Right. Yeah. Good. It's going to be that sort of a stream. Brilliant.
Really?
Which way was it? Is it this way or that way?
I don't know.
Where were you saying from back there?
I've no idea. I don't know where it's come from.
Oh.
What?
This door back here. Put your light on it. That is slammed, proper slammed, so much so that it's come back in on itself. If you look at that there, that's supposed to be lined up with that. I can't open that now because that's slammed so hard. Hello?
I mean, they've got the door open. Is it just windy? Is there a draft?
Is your camera on record?
No.
No, okay.
I'm going to lock it off in the corner here and get a wide shot.
Why would his
Okay.
camera not be on record?
Did you get that?
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, they've
I don't
got two
know where it
cameras
is,
about
I've
to
got-
split
got
cam.
it.
Is that cool with the door again? Is his camera with the door again?
Is it?
Like that.
Alright, there we go.
That's locked with a thing. But this one, when we left, literally when we came through that door a minute ago,
Yeah, I've got it.
it was there like that. So it's obviously gone. But there's nobody.
That takes some effort to push it that way.
seriously
doesn't
takes
it?
some effort. Who knows that?
Something's just...
What was that? What was that?
Right.
I've got my camera locked off
Yep.
and I'm getting recorded. Was that again?
See it there now. I've got it on camera now.
Oh, it's that door.
Was it this?
Well, it's opening, yeah. Yeah.
Go on, lock this bastard in the room. Don't look away, you dick.
Anything?
Knock Stu out. Swing shut on him.
All the doors are locked. So this is the only way in. Hello?
Yeah, the front door being wide open is concerning me slightly.
I waited in the corridor purposely.
That door's going to slam again.
Right, okay.
In about 3, 2, 1.
We're getting run on. This is brilliant. This.
You'll
No,
never find
apparently-
it. You'll never...
Apparently, Yvette, Carl and Jenny are over in the pub across the road because this building doesn't have any electricity. I am going to point out there's a light there. I don't want to be facetious here, but there is a light on in this room. And for a building with no electricity, that's quite impressive.
We'll find it. Whatever it is, we'll never get it.
Whatever it is, it's always the opposite end of the building, isn't it?
Yep. It's like someone's playing games. That...
Who the fuck's that?
That noise came from
Oh.
that corridor. Greg? Yeah? I think it came from up this corridor. Was it that door? It may have echoed through
I don't know. Stu's not let out any like girlish screams yet, which is disappointing.
then.
The problem is we've got corridors down there, and off there, around there, so the sound's bouncing around
Exactly.
all over the place, which is an absolute nightmare. My camera on the far end, I put on record.
But if there was someone up there,
Yes.
you would have heard.
And also, this on the floor, when we came down earlier on and had a look around, this is wet.
Yeah, well, that's us walking through from earlier on.
That's my footprint.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my footprint there.
And that's
anyone coming through is going to leave a mark.
That's my footprint.
So we've got 2 different kinds of tracks there so far. There'll be a third, which is Jenny's.
And you've got Mary's
which looks
as
like
well.
the cloven hoof.
And
Who's
Mary's.
Jenny?
Yeah, that's it. I'm hearing.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
More banging. The doors are really kicking
Hello?
off today.
It's all around us, wherever we go.
You can't pinpoint it.
We're getting one around.
What time is it? The exact time now. 1:15.
It's on there. What's it say? 13.
3 minutes past 2.
Right. 14:02. 14:02 on the time code. That one's rolling as well.
Listen, if I were a logical man, I would shut the door, yes. Now, Jenny, for those of you wondering, because I've just looked her up, is a member of the ghost hunting team with Most Haunted. She works for Most Haunted Experience as a manager and co-director, and she's the location manager for Most Haunted. Yeah, at 30 East Drive he got well, he also died. Let's not forget he did die at one point in that as well. Like I think the him dying thing was also quite crucial to that episode potentially. Apparently his heart stopped because he keeled over. That episode is going on my YouTube at some point this week, so I will link it when that happens. Hopefully, realistically, Bailey is the one that I would want out of the 4 of us to die in that situation. Which sounds mean, but he's the skeptic. He's like the fully die-hard skeptic out of the 4 of us. So if anyone's going to really prosper in being killed by a ghost, I feel like it's Bailey.
In this area, hopefully, we'll see a door or something slam with no one being in it.
He's the one that wants to experience,
Well, it's going to carry on.
these things himself.
This is courtroom 2.
I'm happy just witnessing it personally.
Which one have I just been in now filming?
Is that the one with the big glass bit in the middle?
Yeah. Is that the one I'm... Right.
Exactly, it's win-win
Closed twice already.
for him.
Right, well, I'm going to go back in there now then to finish off, because it's going to carry on constantly.
But that's what he gets for not doing a Ouija board. Basically what I'm saying is, because he hasn't done the Ouija board, he deserves death.
When it's happening this often, and you're like, yeah, it's just that banging noise again. But what do we everyone and just run around all often?
Well, if we hear the noises, we're just going to have to go with it and go for it.
It's fine, he's not here.
Try and find it. Though we never will. But the good thing is, because everything's echoing, we pick it up on camera.
Yeah.
And as long as the time codes are all synced up, everything's good. And there's only us 2 here, and we'll prove that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already got a shot, but we'll get another one.
I don't think that gate is locked, Stu.
There's a chain wrapped around there.
Maybe it is. Maybe that is locked.
Okay, right.
Sorry, was that a person there? Oh, that was a stair lift. Fair enough, I'll let him off.
Okay, right, I'll crack on then, Greg. I'll keep this on record. Wonderful, isn't it?
Hang on, we're 15 minutes in. Let's jump back to Yvette entering the building at the beginning and just confirm.
Apparently, this
So that was like that the entire time, yeah? We agree. We're in agreement.
location is filled with some good
This is the side that currently has no chain around it.
ghosts and
Now,
some
if my
bad
understanding is correct, Yvette's about to push this, because this is the bit that opens.
ghosts. Welcome to Most Haunted and to the Accrington Police
Like, this is open, we've established. This is where the chain is currently in their shot he's saying it's locked at.
Station and courtroom.
And she's about to open this gate. So yeah, it's not locked. It ain't locked. They're telling lies. Where was I at? 15 minutes?
Always seen closed twice already.
Yeah. Is that the one I'm... Right.
one with the doorway open, and you're like, yeah, it's just that banging noise again. Or do we everyone and just run around all afternoon?
Well, if we hear the noises, we're just going to have to go with it and go for it, and try and find it. Though we never will.
I don't think they're lying about it intentionally. I just think they are genuinely, like Brad said, I think they're thick. I think I do believe they think it's locked.
But the good thing is, because everything's echoing, we'll pick it up on camera.
Yeah.
And as long as the time codes are all synced up, everything's good. And there's only us two here, and we'll prove that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
Come on,
already
prove
got
it again.
shot,
Let's
but
prove
we'll
it
get
again.
another one.
Third time lucky. There it is, nice and open.
There's a chain wrapped around there.
There's a chain wrapped around there that's doing sweet fuck all, pal.
Okay, right, I'll crack on then, Greg. I'll keep this on record. Wonderful, isn't it?
What's this? What's in here?
Greg, how do I get back into that courtroom?
Through the door, fella. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, I'll go through that. I'm purposely keeping this running.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just not going to stop.
I feel like a dwarf. The camera's so low.
This is incredible. Hey? Greg? Greg!
That's not well there.
Look at the camera sticks. Look where them camera sticks are. Greg!
Sorry. No. I've never heard a tripod get called a camera stick. Stu's the type of man that's bold just because he's concerned that he'd choke on his own hair in his sleep.
Greg! I'm gonna leave that camera
Go on, something's going to move.
on the tripod.
I want to point out, we're 17 minutes in and this is the best episode of Most Haunted I've ever watched.
Right, so we're here in the courtroom getting GVs, and we've had loads of banging happening outside, loads of doors slamming, etc., etc. As soon as I came in here, while I was setting the camera up, I'm hearing tapping noises and things being thrown basically outside. So I'm gonna, there we go again. Oh, bloody heavy doors.
Everything's going off.
That was that.
Okay, I'm shouting, Greg.
Holy shit, that's locked.
Greg!
Yeah!
Where are you?
Where are you?
Here. Right. Come in. I know, I've just heard it.
Please tell me it's going to have
tripod,
moved
look at
again.
this.
Stay, Brad, fuck it. Work tired.
I did not leave it there.
Please have moved. Oh. I was hoping it would have moved again.
I was doing a pan shot. Across.
This is ace, but you know what? At exactly the same time you were in here and you're hearing noises, I heard the door slam outside and then something else get thrown. So there's not just one thing happening here.
They have got
There's
some
three things
meaty
at the same
cameras,
time,
to be
which is
fair.
brilliant.
That's right. I did not put that there.
You're shitting me. We've not been upstairs. We can't get access upstairs.
Yeah, me too, Mario, me too.
Well, we can't. You need to go outside and go through a separate door.
What's the worst that happens? They crash some trains
There's no way to get
because
to
you're
it
a
from
bit
this side of the
tired.
building.
Right.
In fact, there are the stairs which lead upstairs. This is the door that we've come through. There's no access on this side of the building to it. You have to go to the side of the thing, which is all locked up and boarded up, to get into that, to get upstairs.
Future
So
Most
there's
Haunted
something wrong with
episode
our
right
people
there. People die,
In the
ghosts.
building. Well, they're over there.
Greg and Carl come over. Greg and
Over
Stu
there. So
even.
basically, we're using, just to give everyone a
There's
reference, there's a
local
pub
yacht.
over the road which we're using as the base room.
Just sum all this up. You've got a family walking by,
Yeah.
and they've no idea what's going on or what's just taken place over the last, say, I don't know, 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's scary stuff.
Huh? This is ace. The guy that runs this place says he thinks people keep breaking in because they hear noises in here at night.
Right.
And then they'll come in occasionally and you see like a door pried open and kids will come in. But there are times, again,
Scary stuff.
right behind you. To me,
I
it
can't
sounded
work out
like
who owns this
it
place
came
and it's
from courtroom
annoying
six.
me.
Okay, come on, show yourself. yourself to us now. I'll go this way.
Because I want to email them.
If it's here, we'll get it.
There.
Fucking calm yourself.
We'll find you. Don't you worry about that. We'll find you.
That's slammed. I don't think I got it on camera. I wasn't putting that way.
Right, I'm going to stay here.
But
with
that
the camera.
definitely slammed.
That's the tripod. That has somehow been lifted up. We've just got Greg in shot there at the door.
So this door keeps slamming, and like proper slamming. I saw it out the corner of my eye. I don't think I got it on camera, unfortunately. But it proper went bang right back against the thing. Yeah. Now there's a carpet here. There's a carpet which gives it friction.
Is that what, to slow the door down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it would go if it naturally went.
Sure.
It's just the carpet's too.
That would be good if hopefully not Stu.
So it's
we like
wedged back.
Stu, so poor Greg's got to go.
And if it was wedged open and naturally sort of moved,
Yeah.
it'd be like this. Not like keep yours rolling. Not like this.
Well, that's exactly it. That's what you're getting, is that noise.
Which is what you've seen twice and I've just seen again.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Well, thank you, whoever you are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll have some more of this, thank you very much.
You see, there must be it's got to be poltergeist then, because doors are slamming, things are moving.
Well, the tripod
tripod's
being
been
picked up.
placed there.
Yeah. That's classic poltergeist activity, isn't it?
But if it's going to do that, what's it going to do to us? Is this just the warm-up?
Well, hopefully. As long as you do all the shouting out and say, come and smack me and Carl on the head, that's absolutely fine. And I'll just stand in the corner and see it happen.
This is incredible.
Loving this place already.
I never have thought this much activity would have happened here, just in this building.
Yeah, in this amount of time.
I'm sure people would have died over the years in that. But
Well, there's a mortuary here as well, isn't there? So they've had bodies in the
I don't
location.
know, is there?
Yeah. Over the back side of the building, there's a mortuary. Right, I'm going to crack on now.
Yeah.
It's going to get to the point. We need to get GBs
I know,
for the show.
we're just going to have to leave it.
And
now.
it's going to get to the point where we start ignoring stuff.
Well,
but
the
it's-
camera's going to pick it all up.
Yeah, so we'll get noises. So,
Okay.
Carl, a note for the edit. Things are happening all the time. There's so much happening that we're just not getting a chance to get any of the GVs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on shooting, and if we hear noises off, I'm going to mention it, but we're going to try and get the shots that we need to get the show going. And hopefully when you guys come over later on and we start doing the vigils, there's going to be as much activity, because this is absolutely brilliant. We haven't even started yet.
As their work was being constantly interrupted, Greg and Stuart asked Carl to help film the remaining
Oh, here
general
comes Big
shots
Carl.
needed for the show. However, that wasn't going to be as easy as it sounded.
Start that again, Carl.
Right. I've just heard the door slam, and there's no doors down the side, and there's all shut. We've been hearing all over the place here, and I can't pinpoint. None of us can, right? Stu's heard it, Greg's heard it, I've been hearing it.
Motherfucker.
Right. This has come right here. Okay. I can't get in there.
It's not locked, try again.
There is only one way. It's one room. There's only one way in or out of here now. I'm going to pan left, just so you can see in this room. There's no one there. There's no one there. Right. Now, where's that? That leads outside. Alright. That's the door. Pan so you can't see anyone leave. Now that's the door. Oh, okay. There's a $2 on that. Now the thing is, if I go quiet, you would actually hear people
Get your hand up on the
walking
camera
here,
phone.
because it's so easy. Excuse my bad camera work, but this is the room, which is just a toilet, and your eye off. and a sink.
I want to say, I think that Carl is what would happen if Pierce Brosnan never made it as James Bond. Like, if he was a failed actor, he would end up as Carl.
Well, that. Scared. Oh. That scared the crap out. And another one. Right. Legs are still there. That was another door slamming. You can't for the life of you find out where they're going.
Have you shut the front
That's
door yet? My bastard ears are taking a battering.
But you see, that every time you would hear the doors.
Why is the front door still open? He holds the camera so low when he's walking and really high when he's taking shots.
That's amazing. That door there went, which means I've hopefully got it on camera. What a place. Haven't even started yet.
I'm invested in this, to be fair. Go on, do it again. Oh. Who are we on
You know
now?
we're here, don't
Oh,
you?
it's Big Stu. Big
Hey?
Stu's back.
Whoever you are. You're playing games now. And you're going to play games with every one of us. And there's more people to come. There you go, there's footsteps happening again. There's more footsteps going on around me. I'll just pan round. There's nothing there. Nothing at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm unconvinced it's
I have a
necessarily
feeling-
paranormal. I don't know if I think it's people at this point.
Let me just turn this light off. Please excuse.
Yeah, there is that. I think the tripods are explainable as they're just a bit thick. I mean, they don't know how to lock the fucking gate, so obviously they're not the brightest people. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the tripods, I think that Stuart just forgot he put the tripod on the table. And I think that Matey at the beginning, who lost his tripod, just forgot where he put it as well. Maybe someone else moved his tripod for him while he was doing something else, who knows. I think the doors are probably just caused by a draft from the front door being open. I mean, this place is rated number 82, 2 years running in the 100 most haunted places in the UK. It's in Accrington, which is like near Manchester or some shit. So yeah.
The shot, chaps, because... Goodness me, hang on. I've got to start... I've got to relax here now. I've got to relax and take things easy for what's going on. That's the courtroom in there. That's where the table is. I literally cannot get my head around what's just happened.
Yeah, it is a bit weird, Jordan. I understand. I get it. I do get it. But yeah, it is a bit odd. I've sent a Facebook message to an events team who have previously organised overnight events of this location to try and get some contact details for the relevant owners. Oh, I don't want to know about his little cocktail sausage. There he goes. Again, I can currently tell you that Stuart is a single man. He's a single 45-year-old man from Stockport. He's a workaholic who wouldn't have it any other way. He follows the principles of the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Yeah, Maya's getting abandoned for Stu. Look, he's a gym man, is Stu. He goes to the gym. What's he doing? What we got here? He's doing 2.8 miles in 50 minutes. I don't know what that means, but good. I'm sure one of you can work out. Stuart's personal best. That seems to be all that's on his Instagram, is just really sweaty selfies. Yeah. He's a gym man, Jordan. Just up your street there. Well, yeah, he's got to he's got to go to the gym in case he meets a ghost, you know. Unfortunately, it looks like only Yvette Fielding of Most Haunted is on Cameo.
Okay, right. We're gonna have to take this camera off, guys, because. Oh, is that you, Greg? I thought it was. That's okay. It was Greg. Well, I've just heard noises now. Is that you closing the door? Right, where are you now? Where are you?
He'd love that.
The prisoners came from. So I was upstairs and
He hasn't posted on Insta for 6 weeks. I hope he's okay, is all I'm going to say. Although 2 weeks ago, he held a ghost hunt at St George's Hospital, Liverpool, where they do the Most Haunted experience as like a weekly gathering. I mean, it's a shit website. Merchandise. I'll go on then. Where's my big Stew pic? Is Stew on that mug? If Stew's on that mug, I will buy a Stew mug. Is that Stew's little bald head down there in the corner? I think it is. I want a more prevalent Stew mug. Oh, here we are. Here we fucking go. Oh. I want one. I want 3. Look at that man's face. I want the Stuart design. I can get 1 for £15.50. Yeah, I'm bookmarking that for later. Oh, it's autographed as well. Oh, there it is. Fuck me. I could never drink from that. Oh my god. The rest of this website's shit. Who wants a Greg mug? No, I want a Stew mug. I don't even know who these people are. Who's she? I've never seen that woman before in my life. They've got a Ouija mug. They love their mugs, they do. Oh, some teddies. Oh, what the fuck? Magnets. Neck doohickeys. Some scarves for when you get a bit chilly. A pen. Get your stew hoodies. Oh, I'll tell you what, could wear most haunted hoodie. How does one get? When's their next event then? I'll go to it. Hang on, now I want Stu Torville events. Where are they? Are you telling me there's no pick for Stu Torville events? You expect me to go to one of these and not know necessarily whether... Oh, only 40 quid. Blackfriars, Gloucester, Hack Green Bunker. If any of these are like down the road from me, I will be there. Hey, worth it just to drink from a stew mug. Shepton Mallet. I mean, that is next week. Come on, give me something good nearby. Southport. Somerset, that's almost near me. Who's running the Somerset event? Is Stu going to be there? Non-celeb event? I think I'm paying money for a non-celeb event. Where's me Stu? I want Stu. I'm not going if Stu's not there. Stu. I see Stu. Stu's face. We're in Wrexham. Carl and Stu. Oh, I'll tell you what. When's this? September the 30th. Where's that? I don't even know what that is. That's in Wales. North Wales? Fuck it, I might go. I might get a ticket. Go find myself a Stu. Turn up as Stu's biggest fan. I'm on board.
You were off to court number one.
Yeah.
I came back out to get my tripod, and my tripod wasn't where I'd left it. So I just spent 20 minutes running around. Running around looking for stuff. I kept hearing noises down here. So I know we're the only two people.
The worst part is, half of my family are from Wrexham. Can I speak any Welsh? Nah.
People in the building.
Not a word.
So I came down here knowing you were over the far side, and these noises and these sounds going off all over the place. In the meantime, I'm trying to find my tripod. So I spent a couple of minutes looking around, and then it's like, look, we're never going to get the GVs done. And it's got to the point, there's so much happening, we're having to ignore stuff in order to be able to get the shots for the show.
I agree.
Which is just insane. You know, we're here to investigate this, and hopefully it's going to be as active later on. But we're getting noises and doors being banged, and things being thrown, and footsteps, and noises from upstairs. We can't get to the upstairs. There's nobody else here in the building with us. So it's absolutely brilliant from the investigation point of view. It's an absolute nightmare as a cameraman because I can't do my job.
So
I don't know what
I've
that
just
means.
come down literally 4 minutes ago, no more than that. I set the tripod up to do a GV. I heard noises coming from down there, that way.
It makes sense, that's where
I've ran down, listen, there's nothing there, and I've come back. And I've walked back up to the tripod, and then as soon as I've got there, there's been another noise. And then I heard you then shout my name.
Because I've literally just come into the courtroom, which is directly.
Something's gone very wrong with my timings here, because obviously I'm pausing this far too much, because there is still an hour left. And I'm sure I'd planned on both episodes having finished by 1. We'll see how long this takes. I might watch part 1 tonight, part 2 tomorrow, then we'll see.
Or wasn't that you?
That wasn't me. I didn't bang a door. But I've heard noises down here, which is essentially, it's down that way. I mean, you can tell there's no electricity in the building here, so we're walking around with our top lights on. We're going to put little lights in so that we can light these areas. we're not doing the vigils yet, but already stuff's happening where we should essentially be down here with the night vision cameras already just going, what's that, investigate that, what's this, investigate that. But I heard noises over that side of the building, so court 1's over there, court 2's over here. It was the back stairs leading down from court 2 where I heard the noise, which is exactly where you just heard the noise from as well. But when you go over there, there's nothing there, and then you'll hear a noise upstairs, and then you go running upstairs, and then you hear a noise down there. So something is giving us the runaround, which is brilliant. Hopefully it'll carry on while we're doing the vigils later.
Right, well I'm going to attempt now to do the... Have you done any shots now?
I've done about half a dozen shots, and I'm going to have to... It's insane that we're going to have to say, we're just going to have to ignore the noises and get on with getting the shots, and then come back, because this is what we're here to investigate. But we're running around doing essentially vigils without getting any of the shots that we need to make the show, so I need to ignore the ghosts for a little while and go back to my day job.
Well, at least we've got shots of the courtroom.
Yeah, very much so.
Right, so where are you going to now then?
I'm going to finish off in courtroom 2 because I've got half the stuff there that I need.
Right.
And then I'll probably come round here
Where?
and I'll start working over that side.
Right, well I'll start working down there now then.
Perfect.
Okay.
There's loads of stuff as well. There's like, once you get out of here, which is the holding cells, you go over the back side and there's a load of office blocks, and then you get to the back of that, that's where the old mortuary used to be. So there were dead bodies here at some point, but you need to go through the offices to get to that.
Well, it's good we're getting this on camera now because it's going to tell everyone else where we are.
Yeah, literally.
Right, okay.
Cheers, mate.
I'll meet up with you shortly then.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Cheers, dude.
Okay. Wow. That's incredible.
I hope you do. I mean, we've been to the Ram Inn, Jordan. For all we know, you could have developed alopecia. G.I. Jane 2 could be on its way.
Okay, let's get some GVs now, Stuart. Nice and calm, nice and calm. Everything's going to be okay. Nothing bad is going to happen. 3, 2... Greg's not that far away.
I want to know what Stu whispered to himself there. We're turning it up.
2.
Oh, poor Stu. I don't know if you guys heard that on the stream, but he just whispered to himself like, under his breath, so faint in the background. I'm not convinced you were supposed to hear it. He just whispered, everything's going to be okay, I promise. The poor fella is shitting himself. He's currently getting their B-roll footage, Finn. So what they used at the start of the episode to show the location in all its glory, and what they'll insert throughout when talking about the history. Although I do feel that they've skipped the bit where she actually uses the B-roll.
Greg's not that far away. I'm not going to die.
You might do. I hope not.
But having said that, I do have a funny feeling.
I have been scrolling on my other screen during the duration of this, and yeah. I see Maya has now also followed him. It's also, if you go to his tagged images, it gets a little bit huggy, shall we say. Yeah. There's a few things where Stu's very friendly with the women. It's specifically the women. He doesn't post the pictures of the men. I'm not saying anything about Big Daddy, as he likes to call himself. But I will say his Twitter is worse. He's got 37 tweets and half of them are just pictures of him hugging women. I say half of them, 3 of them, but it's the principle. You'd love to have a hug from Stuart. Door. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, here he goes. Stu is on a mission. They should rename it the Stuart Torville Show. I'd hug Stu. Oh, clever man. Something's going to happen here. They wouldn't show us this house. No. Weird shot to keep in if you're not going to have something. If you're not going to show something else.
I've just been setting up the camera to do a pan shot of this room. That door, as you can see, has just closed. Greg is that way. He's in the main entrance doing some shots now, some GVs. There's only me here. I didn't hear any footsteps or nothing, nothing at all. Okay.
Come on, Big Stew.
And it's daylight, look, it's daylight.
It is daylight. I can see the
I've
daylight.
actually stuck a fire extinguisher behind. Whew. Just been on a walk around and it's so scary, it really is. It's so... Oh, I can't really put it into words, to be honest with you. If it's like this now, what's it going to be like when it's dark? Right, we'll carry on. Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you for that. My name's Stuart. We're here filming today. Get your ass in there quick, Stu. Come on. You've got to see this.
Stuart's on the move. What's happening?
Hopefully you would have... hopefully...
Stu's gotten caught on the door frame.
Let me just take this camera off, guys.
He's not put the
It's on the
fucking tripod
tripod.
down enough. He can't fit through the door.
Forgive the shot, it's all whited out. Just bear with me.
Fucking hell, Stu. You can do it, mate. Come on, adjust the ISO.
Unbelievable.
A long way. There we go.
Sorry
There
about
we
that,
go.
chaps.
Good man.
Right. As I was talking then,
Your camera lens needs a wipe,
there
fella.
was footsteps coming from in here
Fucking filthy.
somewhere. Now bear in mind we're on carpet. Look.
Wooden carpet, but yeah, or carpet with wood
And
underneath.
Greg?
But yeah.
Oh yeah. There's Carl and Jenny now. Coming through.
But the gate's locked. How have they got in?
Let's just get this on camera.
But that gate's locked.
Guys,
I can see the chain.
Come here, quick.
My mind's been
I've got it on
blown.
camera. I've just been in the courtroom now and I'm just showing everyone at home you guys coming through the door.
Yeah, what's that, mate?
In the courtroom there, I've got it on camera, I was doing GVs.
This is Jenny. I don't know if we've met Jenny before on stream.
Sort the colour.
Yeah, go, dude.
This door here.
I'm guessing Greg's a like, competent camera user. There we go.
Filming.
Switch it back to auto, lad. Fucking hell, Stu. What have you done to the lens?
So where were you?
I was exactly here, the camera, and I was just setting up, and I was just about to pan that door, which has got the fire extinguisher next to it, closed, and you got it all on shot.
Was the fire extinguisher there at the time?
No, I just put that there.
Right, to keep it open.
Yeah.
Jenny had the same thing. You saw that when you were walking around earlier on,
We
yeah?
were in here and was able with the one down there, and that door banged shut on its own. And it's a heavy door.
It's the heavy door, and also it's on carpet. So even if this isn't here, it's not going to slam. Look, it's really slow,
Yeah.
and it stops. It actually there's friction all the way through the turn. There's friction until it gets to about there. So if it's open,
You hear it on the carpet?
yeah, it takes an effort to get it to open,
Yeah, it was a good old...
and you have to push it to get it to move.
It stops there anyway, doesn't it?
An
Yeah.
interesting
So I'm
assessment
having
there,
to
Greg.
push that to make it move.
Well, we've not even started.
That's a good start, isn't it?
Life
Absolutely.
goes.
Yeah, let's hope they... the day.
I think we send Stuart a message and see if he wants to come along to a investigation. Get him to come along to a place he's already been and get him interviewed as like a credible witness or a credible, a previous person.
Carries on that way as well.
Get Stu on the pod. Get Stu in as a guest. That's what you need.
Absolutely. Okay, cheers.
Well done, fella.
With so much happening already, we were hoping for an active night, but none of us could have been prepared for what the deserted Accrington Police Station and Courts had in store.
Whoa, fucking hell, that got dramatic. Oh god, there's a vet's dying this episode.
Well, Glenn, this is really exciting. This is the main entrance. So as you can imagine, in 1935 this place opened as a police station and a courthouse, and of course all the different people, the thousands of people that have come through this part of the building, and all their emotions, frustration, sadness, some of them would have been crying, hope, like it would have been awful. And these emotions, I think, are still here, and you can feel it when you walk in.
It's very foreboding, as
Yeah.
any courthouse would be, and police station for that matter. But like you say, if those emotions are layered into the fabric of the building, then hopefully we'll get some of that feeding back to us tonight. It's what I want to experience more than anyone, really.
But what's really exciting
Who's this
is
smirky
that
man?
no other paranormal investigation has taken place here. We're the first,
They have
and
since.
that really is. Well, I'm just beside myself with excitement.
Well, it's good that it's a first time for any paranormal group, because at the end of the day, whilst this was an operating building, none of this kind of activity would have been allowed. No one would be able to roam it. I mean, the cells, people would have been locked in them, for example. So this is virgin territory. I'm excited. You're excited.
A cameo from a vet was
I know.
£57.
Well, let's go over here. I want you to take you into courtroom number 1.
Okay.
Now, Glenn, this is the most active courtrooms. And there's a lot of witnesses that have seen and heard.
Stu is a vet's cousin, so he could be the inside man to get you into Most Haunted. Just think, for £57 British, you don't want to pay for a business video because that seems mental. For £57 British, you could get a vet saying things like, "Why is she not talking to me?"
To be a part of Cameo, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know you. Aren't you? He's dead. Mind you, I'm used to that.
Banter.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Kelly. God, my singing is terrible. Happy birthday to you.
What a great woman a vet is.
Hi, Deanna.
Hello, Deanna.
Oh, who's in the back?
You get a cameo
Hi, I'm
car.
Mary.
That's not Stu.
She looks rough in the day.
Oh, this is you do know Most Haunted, so you'll know exactly who that is. Anyway, we just want.
Yeah, it's a money-making scheme for sure. There is a good chance you could buy a cameo from a vet and just tell her to force her to get Stu in on the business. I might set that as my new wallpaper if I'm honest. I'm gonna leave that on my other screen as like inspiration for the remainder of this stream.
Things that are really quite spooky and strange, and no one can actually understand, what's going on. So hopefully we'll get some phenomena here this evening. When I was doing my PCT camera earlier on today, every time I tried to speak, knocking would start happening, and that was it was quite loud at one point.
There are 2 courts here, and this one is the largest one, and apparently the most paranormally active. Slamming doors, dark shadowy figures, footsteps.
Absolutely,
and shouts
yes, Jordan, I
have
like
all
that.
being witnessed.
High quality
So
wallpaper.
what are these strange... I'm sorry, I'm put off by... Every time I try and do a piece of camera, you're going to start doing the thumping, banging, aren't you?
That started when you said footsteps.
Yeah.
That started.
Not gonna lie, I didn't think that was it. I thought the camera was moving on its own then.
I'm hearing that on camera. Just.
No one's moving.
No. So every time I'm going to try and speak, you're going to do this knocking, aren't you? Yes. Well, I'm going to just ignore it. I don't mean to be rude, but I've got a job to do, you see.
Do you remember back in the Ancient Ramen episode? Back when Big Bold Bastard Stew had what we like to call hair back in the day. Back before the ram took it from him.
Start again in a minute. You watch.
It's been doing it all day.
What is interesting though, we've been to courtrooms before with Most Haunted, and I've always said, yeah, it could be the building settling. Well, in any location really, I've said similar lines. But when that knocking becomes really prevalent and really loud, then I'm left scratching my head wondering what's going on with that kind of activity. And what's causing it?
And we've actually investigated. Here, it's happening now.
Yeah. Can I just try something?
Yeah.
Can you do this louder, please? Louder. Towards me. That is coming from...
I mean, I would say every time he asked it to get louder, that got louder. I do think that, yeah, did get louder and louder. Oh God, it really is. That really just is Stu with hair. That just is Stu. Oh God.
So where Carl's camera is at the moment, that's where the accused would have stood.
Heartbeat.
Were you the accused?
See, now when we get a heartbeat, I always think that's the sign of...
You could get a Stu Funko Pop.
kind of things are going to happen, we're going to do things for you. And as I was trying to say before, in this room, the knocking, it's, you know, they said, we do mean you harm. And of course, Greg and Stuart, and when they've been trying to do all the camera work today, they've just been interrupted, things have gone missing, doors have been slamming. So, as you've said in the past, courtrooms always, and I agree, always seem to sort of have this...
And it's getting louder because we're ignoring it. And this is the fascinating thing. I still don't know what that is. For many people, that's evidence enough. For me, it's just a really, really weird phenomenon.
Yeah.
It's difficult to tell if it is something that's paranormal. It's cold in this building anyway because it's disused. So, you know, it's not like the temperature.
They're just ignoring the ghosts.
You know, it's not the building settling.
I've got to say, if you're here to do a paranormal investigation, you've been asking it to respond to you, and now you're ignoring it. It's not the best.
What's going on in here?
Not the best approach.
Are you hearing it, Carl? Very. I
Really?
mean, we can hear it in there. Is it incredibly loud in here?
It's very loud, but I'm hearing it more from that corner, just where the top of the stairs are.
So where Greg is now?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
thinking.
Are you here?
Can you?
But I can hear it
I
in
can hear
here.
it there, yeah.
Seriously.
I can hear it over where Greg is.
Because I've got the headphones on and it sounds like it's over there, but I can feel the vibration under my feet.
Definitely sounds
Yeah.
like it's to our left.
Yeah, no, it is. I've taken the headphone off now because obviously your
Yeah.
mics are pointing this way.
Of course,
So
of
it
course.
sounds like to me
Yeah.
like it's over that way, but now I've taken it off, I can hear it over this side.
How many of you are here watching us now? Ten of you.
I've got 10 of those.
10 of you.
10.
Are some of you male and some of you female?
You haven't established a yes or no response for knocking of it. 1 knock for yes, 2 knocks for no.
multiple answers.
I got
No, I
6
think
or
he was
7.
counting.
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean?
Were they telling us how many were male and how many were female? Or were they just messing? Just 2 taps if you were a mix of male and female, please.
Okay.
Do you
that
all
was
mean
2.
us harm? No. No.
Some of you.
Have we? Did I miss them establishing what yes and no was in knocking responses?
That
Yes.
was loud.
I'm guessing 2's yes, 1's no.
See, that was more, I mean, for me, that was more like on there.
Wow.
Weird still, I can't get my head around this, how we can be all in close proximity to one another and you can hear the sound as if it's coming through the handrail. Greg thought it was coming from under his feet because he could feel it, yet we're hearing it over there, but we're all hearing the same one sound.
See, I'm hearing it from you.
Oh, bizarre.
For me, it sounds like it's coming from underneath you.
It's weird. It's definitely...
Now that sounds like it's coming from over there. Nearer to you now, between Carol and the bed.
Between.
Yeah.
So 46 minutes into this 1 hour and a half video, what's everyone's current thought process? What's everyone think of the investigation so far?
But I mean, the acoustics in this building are so
Yeah.
weird. Earlier on, we were hearing noises and sort of chasing, banging doors around. And at one point, we sort of ran that way down the corridor because that's where the sound came from. But at the corner of my eye, I saw another door closing back behind us, and it was like, well, that's obviously the noise for that. So no, it's just really confusing.
That's on the stairs.
Do you want us to go downstairs?
Yes, come on.
Do I lead?
Yes, you can lead.
Okay.
It's fascinating to think that there are 10 people here. I've changed my mind. I don't really want to call them spirits anymore. I want to call them people because they are people. You don't die when you die. You keep going on, and they're alive. So some of them still think that they're alive.
Yeah. The pacing could be a little bit better.
And I think a lot of them still want to stay here and keep reliving what...
And again, it's another case of the classic volume issues they have with these, in that my stream can't pick up some of the things because the things they actually want us to hear are too quiet.
happened, you know, before they died.
And the stuff they
Why do you
don't,
want to stay in it?
you know, the other stuff's
Well,
too,
it's
the music's too
angst,
loud.
It's the anger, it's holding on to those emotions. Now, this particular corridor here, obviously, this is where the cells are. And there are lots
Like, I've got my volume up full at the minute, and there is a good chance that any second there's a bang now, everyone's going to be deafened.
of corridors like this, and all of them are paranormally active.
Right.
As soon as you come in here, you're just like, oh, it's absolutely grim. You know, I mean, what these people went through, there's graffiti all on there. So you can have a look at the cells, and they really are quite...
They're a little bit bigger than the ones we've seen in previous
Yes.
locations similar to this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Judges' Lodgings, I'm thinking Shrewsbury Prison
Yeah.
as well, but it still doesn't make it...
I'd love to go to a prison.
No, not at all. So I think probably we'll be going in there. A lot of people here,
But yeah, I
the
definitely
banging
think,
of doors, slamming of doors, shouting as if somebody's
this is the
still
sort
in
of-
there. And this is
If this and Ghost Adventures are the established pacing for paranormal shows, I think your pacing is fine, if not better than most of them.
this is just an example. So earlier
Dartmoor
on
Prison-
when
Dartmoor Prison's still an active prison, so it's difficult to get into, because I have asked in the past, because it's still got some people in it. They won't let people in to do investigations or talk about whether it's actually haunted.
people were, taking shots and getting ready for the filming
Bodmin
today,
jail was
lot of
like a
banging and
grand.
crashing was happening, and they thought, oh, it's in here, it's in number 5. But as
Most
you can see,
jails are really expensive.
you can't get in. And that was the thing, is it's frustrating we can't get in, so we just want you to verify that there's nobody in there in case we do hear any noises and stuff.
There is definitely no one inside there.
I don't think they'd let me in with a
Open the
camera
letter
if I got
box,
arrested.
have a look there.
Yeah.
There's definitely no one in there. No one.
Are you happy?
Yeah. It's a grim place to...
Oh, I've been okay all day, and then as soon as the lights go off,
It's all going to change, isn't it?
It is all going to change. Should we get ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Come.
You. Fuck off, man. I knew it was coming. I realised slightly too late to actually do anything about it, though.
With so much already happening, we were all desperate and a bit apprehensive to carry on. With such a vast place, we started by splitting up. I sent Carl to the far wing, Stu to the cells, Greg and Fred to courtroom number 2, whilst Glenn and I investigated courtroom number 1.
Unnecessarily loud.
Right. Glenn and myself are here in
Court 1.
Court 1, which is the largest court, and it's the most active one. So let's see what happens, eh? It's very bloody dark. Now, you're going to have to put your torch on because I cannot see anything. Okay. Now, just to explain, this is where...
That was me. I kicked something on the floor.
Okay.
There's a bit of...
Glenn, hang on, don't you leave me.
No, I'm not. I've got you. That's good because we were about to say how...
Oh, we've got a locked off camera here, which should have got that on camera.
Yeah, because it's that door, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's a bit of...
Was it the door? What was
that door,
happening?
wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's a bit of...
It was the door.
Glenn, hang on, don't you leave me.
No,
Glenn, hang on, don't you leave me.
no.
Okay.
There's a bit of...
Glenn, hang on, don't you leave me.
No.
Now, this door has been happening, closing all day and opening and slamming. These chairs have moved on their own.
And that's why we've put a lock off there, since that's been reported today. So... Ooh, right, okay. Now look. This door is gone.
What, the most haunted last investigation? The last actual investigation would have been 4 months ago. They did a most haunted extra 4 months ago. No, yeah, 4 months ago for sort of everything for their Dorchester prison stuff. I think this one was 2 years ago. But yeah, they're still somewhat active. I think they're in an off season at the moment.
Can you see this? It's on a...
Right, I think they've stopped making screaming now, so I can turn it up a bit.
That took a bit of... You see, I'm sure this was closed before we even started.
Well, it was.
So, but did you hear the effort I needed to open that door?
Yes. So you would have heard it.
Yeah, you've heard it open, but all we heard was... All we did was hear it close.
And a big slam at that.
Oh, there's a fire extinguisher here in the middle. I don't know if that was there before.
No. I did my piece to camera there before and there's no fire extinguisher there. I would have knocked it over.
Right, I'm going to move this. Put it out of the way. Okay.
Can I just get the camera around just so you see what sort of... We should have... I couldn't see. You can't bloody run fast enough.
There is an open door there. Let me just ring down for my...
Hang on, please don't leave me.
Just...
No, don't leave me.
I'm not leaving
Listen,
you.
you're leaving me. I don't care. Glenn, don't you fucking leave me.
I'm going to be in
Listen,
shot.
I don't give a shit. Just don't leave. What the fuck was that?
That was...
No, seriously, what was that, Glenn?
She's
What
very
was
angry.
that? It was like there was something running.
It did sound like something was running back in the courtroom.
Right, please don't leave me, Glenn.
Right, okay.
Don't fucking leave. This place is fucking freaky.
I know, I was just trying to explain. Look.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
There's an open doorway there to this back door, so if you're looking for human contamination, I can't speak now, contamination, because you thought somebody might have done that, fair enough, that's a fair argument, but you still hopefully would have seen somebody on camera opening that door. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah. Fucking, but I heard running behind us.
Should we go back in?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm going to let this door try and slam. I'm going to pull the doors fast behind me just to get that noise again. Okay, ready?
It was louder than that.
It was much louder than that. It was some force, wasn't it?
A vet is an abusive boss. A vet is what I like to think you're like to Ben whenever he makes an editing mistake on the pod. Just like battering him, screaming abuse, beating him.
Hello?
Or deserved.
Well, you scared us.
Well, with that.
You were scared. You couldn't even speak. You couldn't bloody speak.
Your scream made me jump.
Oh, bollocks.
Did though?
So liar, his pants are on fire. And if he had a waistcoat, that'd be going up in flames and all.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Right, well, I'm in the furthest sort
That's
of wing
fair.
away from everyone else. Stuart's in the cells, underneath this level. I don't know if he's right underneath me, but the other guys are in the two courtrooms. And I have to say that this place is freaking me out. It really is all the way up. Oh. Right, okay. Well, there's stuff on the floor, and it just looks ominous. Look. Hello?
Lock Stu in the cells where he belongs.
This prison, this courthouse, there's so much activity going on, so much activity going on. I'm going to put my camera around now. Literally, I can see nothing only through this camera. I'm going to ask out. We've done nothing but ask out and call out for things today, and it's been so active. Hello? To any, I don't know, prisoners? Any spirits who may be here now?
Stu Torville.
I know you're
in
here.
the cells.
We all know you're here. You've been very active today. I need to relax. Calm down.
A few, I would say. A few. You know what this does remind me of for some weird reason? Is, does anyone remember The Slammer? The CBBC show? I feel like Maya might know The Slammer.
Everything will be fine. I'm going to go into one of these cells now. Is that a cell? I don't know what it is. No, I don't think it is. If there's anybody here, any spirits, any poltergeist, I'm sure there's poltergeist activity going on because of the things that have happened.
Yes.
Right. There's a bench, there's a toilet. I'm going to sit down here. Calling out.
Just the absolute state of this show. What a high quality piece of television this was. That's what we like to see.
For any spirits here now, my name's Stuart. Can you please show me a sign that you're here? It's very cold in here. And I am literally crapping it. I am crapping it. I'm trying to stay calm and cool. Please show yourself in light form. Please show yourself in light form if you can. Make a sound. Bang something. It's a horrible, eerie feeling that you get when you walk in and out of these cells. You feel the energy. Listen to that, guys. The footsteps.
Was that footsteps?
We got the footsteps.
I physically can't go any louder.
Thank you. The footsteps
just heard them now. I'm walking backwards, so... Listen to that now. Let's go outside. There's banging. There's banging. Thank you for that. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Stuart.
There's noises coming from all over now. It didn't take long, did it, coming down here to get all this activity now, because the energies have been charged up all day long now.
Right, this is court number 1, isn't it?
No, this is court number 2.
Is it court number 2?
Yeah, court number 1's next door.
I always find these places very odd because the amount of different people that have been in them. I mean, there's probably been people tried for murder,
Sorry, who the fuck is this guy?
or at least come in here first before they go to the main court, like the Old Bailey or somewhere like that.
Is he the geezer who was shouting in Latin in East Drive during the live episode with Paul
A
O'Grady?
mix of types of people.
Yeah, I think he is.
If there is anybody here, come forward. Let us know you're here. Make a sound, throw something, kick one of us, call us something. I know you didn't like.
What? I don't understand why people are whispering in the background of shots. Like, just don't whisper in my ear, cheers. Yeah, the satanic dude. What's his name? Fred Batt, demonologist and historian. Fred Batt is a former English businessman, nightclub owner, singer, actor, self-styled historian and demonologist. He owned a 2,300 capacity nightclub in London. Yeah.
Like it here. You didn't like being here, did you?
He's got a website. Oh.
Come and show us. Come and show yourself.
He's got a very fucking dodgy website. You go to fredbat.com. You immediately get here, the first thing it does is try and download an audio file. So there is potential that I have just been infected by like all the viruses in the world from fredbat.com.
We want to see you or speak to you or do something. If you're here, come forward. This is where the judge would have sat up here, isn't it? You didn't like this man here, did you? Come and tell you what you think of him.
I'm not even going to attempt to play the audio file.
Nomine Patris, Filius, Spiritus Sanctus. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. If there's any spirits here, come forward. Come and see us.
Right, I'm also saying Fred Batt would be a good podcast guest.
Come and let yourself be known. Come and let us know you're here. Come on, don't be scared of us. We're not going to hurt you. We're not the judge. We're not here to judge you. We just want to meet you and speak to you.
Oh, hey, shh. Like a thumping, but I also a movement of the top right hand of the screen. I don't know what that could have been. If there's anybody here, please. Thank you for slamming the door.
Can you do anything better than that?
Christ. Can you bang on the glass? Were you the accused? Were you a judge? Can you hear, like, faint
banging.
I can hear just a faint hum, but I know there's no power. It's almost like an electricity hum, but there's no power coming to the building because we can't get any lights on. So I don't know what is causing that. Come on, if there's any spirits here, any people who remain, I want you to do something special. Move one of these chairs whilst we are here.
Now, Glenn, what I think we should do is, I just want you to know at home, I cannot see my hand in front.
Right,
there we go.
that's not helpful.
Yes.
Torch,
I think
what
we
we
should
like.
go back to where we were when we heard the door and ask for it to do it again, and I won't scream this time, she said. Can you just point the torch, Glenn? Sorry.
Mind the steps there.
I can't.
There. Look ahead of you.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Oh, my God, it's that dark in here. Can you... Yeah. God, I think I just... If I was wearing tights, I would have caught my baby in my gossip. I swear to...
That's in front of us. That was in
Fuck! Glenn!
Oh, which door is that? Christ! Do you know what? My hair, it's standing on end. Do you know what? I'm so shit at this.
No, the thing is, right,
God.
we're in the darkness and big noises are happening in front of you. It's a perfectly natural, normal human reaction. It's fight or flight, isn't it? You want to flee, I want to fight.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? Everybody has a go at me for screaming, and I'm so sorry. I do apologise. And if I was watching this, I would be exactly the same. Shut up, stop screaming.
But when you're in this environment, though...
It's like somebody coming up to you, creeping up beside you, and banging a bag full of crisps right in your ear when you're not expecting it. Yeah. That's what it is with me. And I'm so sorry. Sorry for being scared.
If you're there, can you make a sound?
Honestly, I would watch Stu and Carl and those other two fellas whose names I've forgotten, Glenn and Greg, I want to say. I'd watch them wander around haunted places. They seem competent. They know what they're doing. I don't trust Carl, admittedly, but I do like him. He's entertaining. He would be a good solo host with Stu and that as, backup people.
There was movement at the end.
What I don't like is Yvette Fielding coming along, screaming every
Hello?
5 pissing minutes.
Whoa! That came from there. What the What the hell? Something. Was that fallen from somewhere? Okay, that could have fallen from the ceiling. If it was that. Shit. Hello? It's right down the door. It's banging on the door. It's banging on the door. Hello? I can't go too fast because there's some extraneous light coming in, but it doesn't make the place any less weary. Hello? Footsteps. Hello? Closer.
I tell you what, if that's legit, that would be fucking horrifying. Imagine being stood in a dark corridor with only a camera providing you with vision. You hear footsteps of someone walking down the corridor, but there's no one there. That would not be a pleasant experience.
Let's just try the door here. There's no... It went to the end here and vanished. There were just footsteps there. There were footsteps. Oh! What the... Crying out loud. What the hell is that? Right, there were some huge bangs down here. Hello? If you're here, can you communicate with me rather than just making big sounds? I'm not here to harm you or ridicule you, or I don't particularly want you to scare the crap out of me, but I think that ship sailed.
Stu.
Do you mean me any harm?
You better not harm Stu.
Please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
What was that?
Please don't mean me any harm. Please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Can you guys hear the scream in the background there?
Please don't hurt me.
That was a meaty scream.
Oh my goodness me. Thank you for that. Thank you. I'm going to turn the...
I mean, it could be someone walking by outside, admittedly. That's always an option. But yeah, that was a noise.
The infrared on. Thank you. I've just heard footsteps.
Can you not hear the scream?
The footsteps were in here somewhere. Holy fuck! The doors are... I'm gonna... Nice and calm. Relax, Stuart. It's alright. Don't shout. Don't scream. Another door's just gone now at the same time. That's 2 doors. That's 2 doors. That's just gone. There we go. There we go, guys. There we go. Thank you for that. There was one door, then the other door.
Ooh.
Right. You've just seen it. You've just seen that door close.
We did.
I'm going to wait here 5 seconds, and then we're going in. So if there's anything in there, we're going to catch you guys, I promise. We really are.
I want Stuart to have his own solo series.
There's banging coming on the door now. We can actually hear bangs on the door. Nice and calm, Stuart, nice and... If there's anybody in there, we're going to get you, okay? There's no escape. We're going to get you. There's nothing.
That's weird, I
There's
admit.
nothing in there. I've seen it. You've just seen that door close. And the other door. Thank you for that. There was one door, then the other door. Thank you. So we're in here somewhere. Holy fuck! The doors are... I'm gonna... Nice and calm. Relax, Stuart. It's alright. Don't shout. Don't scream. Another door's just gone now at the same time. That's 2 doors.
That was a weird series.
Thank you for that. You've just seen it. You've just seen it coming.
So he goes in.
We're going to get you. Okay? There's no escape.
If it was fake, where would they... I mean... You could have someone hiding around this corner on the left. But it feels unlikely. I feel like you would see something. I guess we'd see them leave.
We're going to get you.
That's weird. That was weirdly compelling, I admit. Because like you said, you did hear the banging.
There's nothing there.
I mean, the banging could be overlaid afterwards. I suppose there is potential for that.
Absolutely. This is what I'm talking about. All this stuff that's going on throughout the day.
It would require some well thought out planning throughout the episode, though, to have Stu, who doesn't strike me as the most competent actor, reacting to prompts that aren't really there and then editing the prompts in afterwards. That feels unlikely to me.
We're getting it now, and it's night time. There's fucking stuff going on left, right, and centre. And this is what we were getting. We were getting the runaround. Me and Greg were getting the runaround earlier on. Hello? Hello? Nothing. There's nothing there.
Alright, now
all noises. Thank you.
Trying to manage the sound of this is a pain in the ass.
There's a camera at the end there that we put down earlier on.
Now he's whispering.
Listen to it, guys. Listen to the door. This door is banging.
Now 5 is the one I think they said they can't open.
It's locked. You can't even get anything. Listen to it. I've got the camera on cell 5, door 5. Bangs. There you go. You've got a full view of that now. So you can see there's nothing there. Whatever it is coming from inside that cell.
I mean,
Can't get in it. It's locked. We don't have any keys at all.
if they're faking it again, or if they're not faking it, if someone's faking it, my skeptical brain would say that the bottom half of the door that you're not going to be able to see looking through the little window thing, may have a motor or something. Yeah. If I caught this, I'd be over the moon. My concern would be that if you can't go in this room and it's locked, there could just be a motor at the bottom. Something at the bottom that's like turning on remotely or at a scheduled time and just beating the shit out of the door with something. It's fakeable. The thing is, I do it's weird. I don't trust Yvette and Carl. I do trust Stuart to a degree.
That's been locked all day. I thought it may have been open.
Mate, if this happens anywhere we ever go, I will just die on the spot. There wouldn't be... The second the first knock happened, I'd be like, okay. And then the second it started like banging like that, I would be on the floor in tears.
Open, but it's still locked. And you can see it there as well. You can see. Okay, thank you. Please.
Thank you, please.
There's stuff going on. We can't find it. You can't find where it's coming from. It's just noises. But I'm lucky now because that door, that everything was coming from that door there, and that's. Whoa. Okay,
I think we've got, just in the RAM video, or in the RAM investigation for the RAM video, we've got some some like compelling evidence. Completely unexplainable, but even that I don't necessarily think is on the level of if I was walking down a place. Walking down a corridor, just and that started happening. I mean, the RAM scared me. That would finish me off.
Whatever's here now.
See, Stu's fear, because he regularly, you catch him under his breath, just muttering to himself, "Oh fuck's sake, please don't hurt me," and stuff like that. I just think he is genuinely really trying his hardest to be brave. Because this man looks terrified. We've seen him scream like a girl in every
Want me here.
Every chance we get.
It's warming up now.
We've watched him get pushed over. Well, pushed over.
Personally, we're all in great danger now. This is just warming up. As the atmosphere gets colder, the energy levels. There you go. Listen to it, guys. I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say. I'm shitting it. I'm literally shitting it, but I'm trying to stay calm now at the same time. So that you can hear all the
Again, though, this is the classic thing we were saying about the RAM. He's got a camera down there. If something horrifying happens now, they're upstairs, so this is at the same time they were upstairs doing their investigation in the courtroom, and Yvette was doing the other bit somewhere else. But they've got if something would have happened now and Stu would have shit himself and run, that's down. Someone's got to come back and get that camera.
in the banks.
So I think Carl and Greg are in the other room upstairs.
What was that?
I heard a noise behind you.
Yeah.
Sort of over there, which is, I think, the judge's retiring room.
If that's you, come forward. Do it again, make another noise.
Heard 2 taps then.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
If that's you, could you do that again for us? Could you do 2 taps? You give us 2 taps if you're here.
If you're here, tap twice.
That sounded like a noise from over there.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not sure whether that's you or the team in the room next door.
No, there's no one there.
So, behind us we've got where the judges is sit. And then over in the far corner is the judge's retiring room, which is kind of between the 2 courtrooms. And I know we've got a team over in the far side. And there's myself and Fred in here.
If you're here, when you appeared in this court, the judge would have been sitting here, passing sentence on you. And then he would have retired to his room there. Why don't you go in there and cause some havoc, cause some mayhem in his rooms? You didn't like him, did you? He gave you a heavy sentence. Maybe he was really bad to you. Why don't you come and take revenge on him?
That's me just leaning against the desk.
Come forward. What was that?
Definitely heard that through there.
That was a noise.
You've got to go.
Come forward. What was that?
Definitely heard that through there. I think you've got to go this way to get up front. Yeah, the retiring. Whoa! What the hell was that? I heard something land over there. Throw a torch on, Fred. I can't see a damn thing. Oh, fucking hell!
Where was it down there?
Right, I'm going to end up twisting my ankle down here.
Watch these steps.
Yeah, I know. The problem with this place is there's so many different levels. Shine a torch around, Fred, see if you can see anything. It sounded like something landed here.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's a heater control.
It is, it's a thermostat, isn't it? There's a few of those kicking about. There's one on top there. That definitely wasn't there. That's what we heard, isn't it?
Here, don't they? Look.
Yeah.
There's one there.
So there's one there on top of that. Thank you for that, if that was you. If you want to throw something else, feel free. Just don't throw it at us. I heard a noise, because we're now up by the main door. I heard a noise which was basically over there in the judge's retiring room. Yeah. And then I tried to walk up, and then that came flying in. Now we've got a locked off camera over there in the corner.
Yeah.
Which hopefully sees over to this side.
Still 20 minutes left yet.
Yeah, the retiring room. Whoa! What the hell was that? Yeah, the retiring room. Whoa! What the hell was that? Yeah, the retiring room. Whoa! What the hell was that? That was great, thank you for that. If you want to throw some more stuff, feel free.
I heard a noise over by this door over there.
Okay, let's go and have a look.
Should we try and move closer to where that came from?
Yeah. My hair stood on end then. God, it's just
Try and find the steps to go downwards.
God, I'm actually behaving like a 90-year-old lady. In fact, a 90-year-old lady would be a lot more, a lot more together than me.
Torch on or off?
On. I need to see where I'm going. Oh God Almighty!
No, don't worry. That was my.
But that's the
That
similar
was my thermal
noise.
gun.
Yes. Pardon?
I brought a thermal monitor, so if there's somebody hiding in the darkness, we'll pick them up. So I'll switch it.
Can you slam the door again?
Bet you can't. Bet you can't move those chairs.
Please move the chairs. I bet you're having a laugh at my expense, aren't you? Eh? I don't blame you.
Can you see anything on the thermal imager?
If there's a person in here, it'd be showing up as bright white.
But this is what makes me laugh about a lot of this technical equipment, Glenn, and I have to say it, and I know it's been said before, and I want to say it again. How do we know how to measure ghosts
Well, there's the difference.
when we don't know what they're made up of?
You can't.
Well, exactly.
You can only use instruments to look for normal things, and if those normal things aren't there while the activity's going on, then you can eliminate those normal things. So there's no people here.
Well, exactly. But it can't tell you if there's a ghost here.
Well, it's the same with the laser. It's not to look for ghosts.
No.
It's to catch for people or animals
Yes.
running across the beams.
I see what you're saying.
So a vet,
think
then,
using
as
it-
we've just learned, is not a firm believer in... she's not a believer in paranormal technology, which explains why they never use things like the spirit box, things like even EVP recorders.
Oh, much better.
Much better. That's if you remain calm enough to use them, unlike myself. Can you move the door?
Hello? Can you do that again? There's light banging. Light banging's coming from up there. Can you make that louder, sir? Can you make it? Can you stop making that sound? Oh, crap.
Where is he now?
Can you make the sound again?
I can't work out if he's in the same place Stu was or not.
Oh, okay. Well, it can hear me and it's got intelligence. Can you bang louder? That's coming from in there. And if I do that really quickly, you can see that wall, and there's, well, okay, there's a door there. I certainly know I'm behind it. And there's banging coming from this room.
Imagine there just was someone.
Can you bang again? Loudly. Me. That was on the wall there. What it sounded like. Right, there was like a banging on this wall when I was the other side in this room. I know. I absolutely know.
So are we all in agreement then? Where are we standing on how believable we find Most Haunted? On a scale of 1 to 10.
There is no one here. Hello? Is anyone there?
Just open that up. That's it. I'm going, whoever you are, I'm leaving. I can't stay anymore now. And you see what I mean? I just stopped.
See, because back in the day on the old tier list, Most Haunted was a D tier show, whereas Paranormal Lockdown, BuzzFeed, Unsolved, etc. were S tier shows. Now, since this, I've watched a lot more of some of the lower tier shows on this list. I've watched a lot more Most Haunted. I've watched a lot more Destination Fear. I've watched more Paranormal Files, etc. And I've also watched more Ghost Adventures and Deathwalker. Since doing this tier list last year? A year ago. I would say the order of this has changed quite substantially, and I would also say that there are a lot of other shows, YouTube channels, etc. that need to be added. I'm also absolutely fucking livid that I've just realised that's not in line. That's irritating me. So I might do a part 2 updated tier, a 2022 update tier list, where, quite honestly, I do think Most Haunted post Derek Ikora is one of the key things I think I'd need to mention. But I think Most Haunted would move up to probably a B tier show, a mid sort of range. I think BuzzFeed would stay near the top. I think Paranormal Lockdown would stay near the top. Destination Fear would move up. A few new shows that I've watched would get thrown in. A few new YouTube channels that I've watched recently would also get added. But yeah. So yeah, I might work on that over the next few weeks.
Record them for a second.
Getting the tier list up and running. Which means I will be watching content for the tier list on stream.
Here, I think. I'm gonna have to go back over. I need some normality now. It's too much.
His drippy nose is about to...
I'm going! I need to get out of here.
So, what have you seen? I saw someone sitting. I'll go there, just keep the camera up.
Yeah.
I saw someone's head come up. If you're there, stay there, let me see you.
Watch your feet, mate.
It's over here, just here.
Now,
I saw this is what I saw. Like that. Can you see me?
barely, but yeah. Shine a torch on yourself. Yeah, I can see you there, yeah.
This is where I saw it. It went like this.
Now, just in front of you, Fred, is the stairs leading down to the cells.
The cells, yeah.
Would it have been in there? Could they have been in there?
It could have been, yeah.
Right, I'll come over towards you. Hang on a sec.
That was frightening because I saw the actual face.
No,
With a bald head.
Was it Stuart?
No. It was an older man.
Right.
With a bald head.
Stuart's got a bald head.
Yeah, straight
And
over
to
there.
be fair,
It's on the opposite side.
it was an older man with a bald head does sum up Stuart pretty fucking well.
I cannot see a damn thing.
Can you see it, right?
Yeah, thank you, mate. I hate
That's
this.
the one that goes down this. Right, that could have been. That
Yeah.
could have been what I saw.
Now there's...
This is where it was, about here. So look, if I'm here,
Yeah.
it was like this. It was like that and like that. That's what happened. That's what I saw.
Right, because this is where the prisoners would have stood.
Yeah.
And there's the judge's thing up there. And there's
It was like someone,
there's that knob that we saw.
it was
or
like
who
someone
get
had
thrown.
come up the stairs, looked over the top, and then went back down.
Fantastic.
All I saw was a bald head come up.
If you are here with us, can you come and
That genuinely could have just been Stuart leaving the place we know he is.
show yourself again?
Because we know he is downstairs.
Can
as
you
well.
reveal yourself to us again, please?
I reckon it's down there, you know. Listen, what was that? Did you hear like a shuffling
I did.
down here?
Yeah. I think we should regroup with everyone else, because I'm not sure where the other team are, whether they're downstairs beneath us, and I don't want to end up tripping over in there. No, absolutely, yeah. So there's the thing that got thrown.
12 minutes left of this episode. Part 2. I'll
Thank
watch
you for
tomorrow.
that. We'll come back in a little bit if you can carry on playing with us. That'd be fantastic. Right, let's go find the other team.
Can you make another noise?
Do something that scares us. I'm going to turn the torch off. Okay?
Yeah. I don't know if my bloody heart can take any more. I mean, I'm not as young as I used to be.
Come on, we're waiting. Don't keep us waiting. Do your worst.
And you shall be taken from this place.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, but I don't think they used those words in 1935. Maybe they did, I don't know. And also, it was what was on the ground before here as well. We don't, you know, I don't really know. I know Fred will probably know, or because he looks into the
History of that.
really the history, doesn't he, sir? It's very quiet now.
Very quiet now.
Was that your stomach?
It was, yeah.
Or was it a fart, Claire?
It was my stomach.
I don't think it was. I think it was a cheeky little rumble.
I think you'll find you wrong. I'm thinking of setting up the EVP.
I think it's a good idea. Because you have really good results with that.
I have never in my life seen them, other than East Drive on the
So
live
this
thing where they
picks
had
up
that big
any-
box,
Sounds as well.
do an EVP session.
Come on, make some noise. Are you angry? Do you need help? If you do, please make a noise or move an object in this room. Show yourself as a shadow. Can you copy me?
I'm going to guess not.
It's deathly quiet now.
Isn't it?
Oh God, my heart's still racing from that door.
Okay, if you're making sounds, make a big one and I'll go.
Carl's so
Make
loud
something
in
big.
comparison.
Okay.
As requested.
Okay. Right. Okay, from that wall. That was huge. I'm just going in.
I mean, this leans into the thing that I've read previously while doing one of the paranormal investigation courses, which is that if you should never tell a spirit that you'll leave if it does something, because then if it does something, you have to do it, or you're being dishonest, and the spirit wouldn't want to interact with you again because you're lying to it. So what he's done there is he said he would leave if it did something. It did something. He's now not leaving, so the spirit may not interact with him again because the spirit knows he's dishonest.
To have a look. And that's the other side of it. And again, behind the door. There is no one there. I made a deal that I was going to go, and I'm going to join the others now.
Okay, at least he is doing it.
That was shit scary. I've never had that before.
He's sticking to what?
Oh, crap. That's me done. That must have been me. I'm done. I'm done. Right. Oh, that was shit scary. I've never had that before. Right. Oh, crap. That's me done. That must have been me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knocked the piece of wood that was holding the door open.
Yeah, I'm not me. That's too much sometimes.
Okay.
I need to
Hello?
sneeze.
Is there anybody else down here? Is there anyone else down here with me? I have never known so much activity go on under one roof.
It's been very active.
You've got to be here to witness it. I've got to stay calm because if I don't, I'm going to freak out and panic big time. I have no idea
What's
where
about
I
to
don't know where I
happen?
am now.
Oh,
You see, you can hear it again. That's a door that's just closed.
Is it gonna
It's
go
been
again?
going on
It's going
all
again.
day long, and it's frustrating. It's coming from that way, and it's coming from that way. That's two. That's two doors that have just slammed open and closed.
that's not hit the wall. Is it going to go back?
It's metal. Well, come on then, come and do your worst. Come on, there's only me here. If you're going to hurt me, do it now while I'm here. Come on.
Brave man. Oh, now that one's going.
I'm sure you're not scared, you're not frightened of me.
That angry.
Down there, guys.
It's just stopped
Right.
as well.
Fucking hell, I don't know what to say now. I've run out of words. I've run out of things to say. The nerves are getting the better of me now. And I shouldn't be asking for silly shit like come and attack me and come and do something, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Right, them bangs we've just heard.
Yeah, to be fair,
come from down the
saying silly shit like come attack me does usually end badly. Doesn't it, Jordan?
this corridor. I'm half expecting this to fly open for some reason, but
Twat him in the head. That would attack him.
I'm
to be
going.
fair.
I'm going to go back now.
What's going to
As
happen?
Stuart found his way back to the rest of the team, the lock-off cameras show the cell doors still eerily opening and closing on their own. With no wind, breeze or any draft, there is no logical reason for this to happen, and stands as some of the best paranormal activity we've caught to date.
There it goes. That wasn't even... That shut nicely. If that one does it now, I'll be impressed. No, oh. There's movement. And it's shut nicely again. That was slamming shut earlier. And then I'll take it, it's going to swing open again. In 3, 2, 1, open. Oh no, okay. It's a motorbike.
No, it's just a car on the outside. Is the computer running now?
Yeah, I've got this up here where...
Put it so that it's in shot with the camera as well, or a chair maybe.
Yeah,
so
can you have a look through the viewfinder for me and see what you can see?
Oh, shit.
Are you right? Fuck! You tripped over a step there.
Oh,
You alright? That was a major stumble.
Yvette's now keeled over. Brilliant. Nearly smashed her head in on a radiator. This is what happens when you wear a long trench coat.
Well, that's the bang and that's you.
Oh, God. Oh, would you look at the state of me? I just tripped over the stairs because the door went bang and I just shit myself. And I've just fallen on the floor. There's the bang on.
Right, how's that door doing that? It's banging in. Anyway, right, so that's rolling there. Let me just see if that's going to be in shot.
Can you see? Sorry, I bruised my knees and everything.
You're right, step out of the way.
Yeah, step out the way, you're useless in this.
Right, I'm going to move it closer to this camera.
Oh, dear.
A little bit closer.
Yeah, but have you got the door in though?
Oh yeah, the door's way over there.
No, but can you see the door in the shot?
Oh, I see. Yes, the door's been in shot all the time.
Yeah, is it still in the shot now though?
Yeah. I've
great.
not moved the camera.
Great, okay, let's go.
Right.
Let's leave. Oh God, I've really done my knees in.
Right. If there are any people, spirits, prisoners, whatever, this device, if you want to talk to this machine, it will hear you. Tell us if you are guilty or not guilty.
Clever.
Have you had a fair hearing? Have you suffered injustice? We will leave this room and you can tell us. If you have any remorse, tell us. Right. Let's leave that.
I can't see again. I think what it is because the brightness of the camera is
Yeah,
so...
you can't
I
see
can't
when you look
see.
away from it, can you?
Yeah. Okay. Oh God, that's twice that door went.
It's making a completely different noise. So if we agree with
At least I'm not the only
Yeah,
person
and
that
that's what
like
happened today with the boys when they were doing the GPs.
drops shit and falls over in haunted places.
that's amazing.
Oh God, my arm, my knees, oh, everything hurts, my wrist hurts. With so much happening in our first vigil, we all needed a short break. So after a well-earned cup of tea, we continued. This time, Glenn, Stu, Fred and Greg went to the lower floor, whilst Carl and I started at the main lobby area. But that's all to come in part 2.
Brilliant. Thank you, Yvette. Okay. Giant me time. Hello. So, with that, it brings us to the end of part 1 of the Accrington Police Station and Courts Most Haunted episode. Interesting place. Weird. Don't know quite how I feel about it. Very mixed thoughts, if I'm being honest. Does anybody have any sudden resounding thoughts on the place they want to share with me? Anyone got any, keen observations? Anyone a big fan of it? Anyone dislike it? Thoughts on the investigation, etc.? If anyone's actually still awake at 1 a.m. I mean, I think personally that, as we've said previously, they're not the most reliable bunch. I don't know necessarily how much I trust them. Yeah. I mean, we've got part 2 that I'm going to watch tomorrow night, so I like to think some of you will be here for that, if not all of you. I will, of course, put out in relevant places when I'm going live. But yeah, with that, I'm going to end my stream there. If you do have any other thoughts on the locations you want to let me know, message me direct and tell me. But yeah, I'm going to head off now, so thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you all tomorrow for part 2 to that lovely Accrington Police Station and Courthouse. Yeah, see you later. Peace.